Hello everyone, welcome to Creating Power. I wish you all a pleasant listening experience. Today, we are going to delve into Almanack of Naval Ravikant, a book that offers various wealth levers and teaches us how to create wealth. This book provides a series of methods and approaches to create wealth from scratch. Naval Ravikant suggests that we should no longer categorize people as rich or poor, white collar or blue collar. In the modern world, the binary classification is between people who use leverage and people who don't use leverage. So, who is Naval Ravikant? What wealth creation strategies does he offer? What unique insights does he have about wealth? Naval Ravikant was born into a poor family in India. At the age of 9, he immigrated to the United States. Like many new immigrants in America, his family had little money. To make a living, he even worked as an illegal immigrant in restaurants during his youth. Due to safety concerns in New York, his mother allowed him to only go to the library, leading him to spend his days shuttling between the library and his home. At 21, he graduated from Dartmouth College, an Ivy League school. At 27, he became a founding partner of the venture capital firm August Capital. He successfully discovered and invested in over 100 startups, including Twitter and Uber, earning him the nickname Silicon Valley's angel investor. He excels in creating wealth from scratch. He once said, "Imagine there is a day when I have no money. If I am randomly dropped on the streets of any English-speaking country, I believe I can become wealthy again within 5 to 10 years. He is a deep thinker who frequently shares his thoughts on wealth and life on Twitter, gaining a large following among young people. The Almanack of Naval Ravikant compiles his insights on wealth and life. Regarding his attitude toward wealth, Naval believes that pursuing wealth is not contradictory to upholding morals. Moreover, the material conditions provided by wealth can lead to greater freedom and happiness for you and your family. In Naval's view, money and wealth are two different things. He explains that money is essentially a promissory note given to you by society in exchange for your contributions. When we realize that money is a promissory note, what should we do? Clearly, the answer is to create enough value for society so that it will give us more promissory notes. As for wealth, it goes beyond money. Naval describes wealth as something that continues to generate money for you even while you sleep. For example, a rented property continues to generate income even when you're asleep. Ownership in a company is also considered wealth because it continues to operate and generate wealth even when you're not actively involved. If you write a song, put it online, and others use it, you receive royalties each time. This is your wealth. An author who writes several books receives royalties each year, regardless of whether they are actively working. This is wealth. These are commonly referred to as passive income. They generate income even while you sleep. So, how do you find your sources of passive income? The key to wealth is to productize yourself. Naval states that acquiring wealth is a skill that can be learned through practice. The key to this skill is encapsulated in 6 words: productize yourself. This involves 2 key elements: yourself and productization. To start with yourself, you need to find your uniqueness. If you can be easily replaced within a system, then you lack uniqueness. Uniqueness means finding what you are interested in and skilled at, and developing your core competencies. Regardless of your life stage, the goal should be to continually enhance your uniqueness, rather than solely pursuing promotions and salary raises. Now, what is productization? Productization means finding leverage to amplify your abilities. For instance, consider a consultant who provides advice to different clients and charges consulting fees. This is not productization. However, if you record your knowledge in videos and charge people for access as members, this is productization. This is passive income. When pursuing wealth, ask yourself 2 questions. First, is this something I genuinely want to do? Second, have I productized myself? If you can answer these questions, you can create wealth. Let's delve into how to apply these concepts to your own circumstances. Find your natural talents. Finding your natural talents means becoming your authentic self. Naval emphasizes that expertise can't be taught, but it can be learned. What does this mean? Creating wealth is not about attending a class and immediately becoming skilled. Learning involves practice, experience, and experimentation. It's about thinking for yourself and taking initiative. When it comes to being yourself, no one knows better than you. If you constantly try to be like someone else, imitate others, your journey to wealth will be challenging. Amazon's founder Jeff Bezos explains what entrepreneurship means. It's about finding your unique path instead of following the crowd. Each successful entrepreneurship is original, even if two companies seem similar on the surface. For instance, two companies in the same industry may appear similar, but they could be doing completely different things. This is what defines an original company. When choosing an industry, the most important thing is to find your passion, rather than solely pursuing a high salary. High salary is an exchange of time for money, representing a lack of wealth because there is no passive income. Where are your personal strengths? Your personal strengths lie in areas you deeply explore. By delving into a particular field, you may discover something new, which can become your passion. This requires becoming a lifelong learner, constantly thinking, and exploring to eventually achieve it. Naval emphasizes that whether it's wealth, relationships, or knowledge, we should believe in the power of compounding. Progressing by just 1% every day can lead to remarkable changes over a year. To leverage compounding, focus on the long term. To find your natural talents, consider finding your passion first. Once you find yourself, you can start leveraging. 3 types of wealth leverage. What are the different types of wealth levers? They can generally be categorized into 3 types. The first is labor leverage, similar to the example of Bob mentioned earlier. Labor leverage involves scaling wealth by employing a large workforce, such as the industrial production of Tesla vehicles, where hiring many people amplifies the company's wealth. Naval suggests that if outsourcing a task costs less than the income it generates, outsourcing is worth considering. The second is capital leverage. An example would be a fund manager who has a high reputation in the industry and can easily raise billions to manage investments for others. The third type of leverage is replicating carriers with zero marginal cost, which is the most recent and important type. This includes items like code, media, books, records, and patents. How did Microsoft start? Bill Gates created wealth by writing code for the Windows system, copying it endlessly until the marginal cost became almost zero. Similarly, programming, writing books, recording podcasts, tweeting, making videos, all these activities can be done independently. With the internet, you can amplify your work infinitely. How does an author make money? When an author writes a book and duplicates it endlessly in the market, they continually generate income. These are the 3 levers for creating wealth. Now, how do you identify your own wealth levers based on your circumstances? To find your wealth levers, remember 2 principles: avoid following trends and pursue your passions. Whatever you do, ensure that your passion drives you, not merely the pursuit of money. Naval is a fan of the Tao Te Ching and agrees with the idea that, the less you desire, the fewer worries you have, and the less you are attached, the more you will be in harmony. If you're doing something similar to what others are doing, you'll be easily replaceable. To achieve economic returns, you must provide something that society demands but can't easily obtain. Regardless of the industry, focus on the activity itself, not primarily on making money. Naval believes that everything should be pursued for its intrinsic value. This is a hallmark of artistic creation. Whether it's entrepreneurship, fitness, love, or friendships, the meaning of life lies in focusing on the activity, experiencing the process, and enjoying the present. Interestingly, when you're deeply focused on the activity, you tend to excel at it. Even in terms of earning money, you might become the highest earner. Naval revealed that his most financially successful year was when he worked the least and cared the least about the future. Much of what he did was just for fun, allowing him to focus on the projects he valued most. By prioritizing the process, he achieved the best results. We discussed 3 levers: labor, capital, and replicating carriers with zero marginal cost. Using labor leverage requires strong management skills. Capital leverage demands a strong social reputation, otherwise, acquiring capital is difficult. For the average person, replicating carriers with zero marginal cost, using products like books, media, films, and code as carriers, is the most suitable lever. Here, it's essential to consider where you live, who you're with, and what profession you engage in. These 3 factors have a significant impact on your life, and addressing them is crucial. For example, choosing a city: should you go east or west, to a political center or an economic center, a big city or a small one? Your choice should align with your values and worldview. Naval also offers a unique definition of retirement. Retirement is when you stop sacrificing today for an imaginary tomorrow. When you can spend your days without regard to others, and fill your time with activities you enjoy, you've achieved retirement. Sacrificing today for an uncertain tomorrow is a form of stress. If what you're doing now is something you'd still want to do at the age of 100, if you enjoy it, and it doesn't cause you pain or stress, then you've achieved retirement. Warren Buffett, for example, is still active at over 90, yet he doesn't feel like he's working because he enjoys it. He embodies the state of retirement as described by Naval. How much money do you need to feel secure? Naval offers his perspective on this. Should you continue entrepreneurship after achieving success? Naval says, "I don't hate money, but I'm cautious about greed." You can have wealth and lead a comfortable life, but don't excessively indulge your desires. Naval advises against rapidly upgrading your lifestyle. Some successful entrepreneurs still feel financially strained. After achieving success, they start upgrading their offices, buying luxurious houses, and even renting yachts and airplanes. Rapidly upgrading your lifestyle can make you feel perpetually poor, like you can never earn enough. Naval advocates for a minimalist lifestyle. He suggests avoiding pointless social engagements. As an ordinary individual, what's the value of knowing someone like Bill Gates? How does knowing millions of people benefit you? Knowing many people isn't always beneficial. Instead, increase your social efficiency. This is a crucial wealth lever. Trust in the power of compounding. Finally, Naval defines freedom as not having to work for a living. When you have enough passive income, you can do what you love without the need for daily work. To create wealth, find the right wealth levers for yourself, enhance your uniqueness, pursue your passions, and do things wholeheartedly. This is the true path to creating wealth. Thank you for sharing this journey with us. If you enjoyed this content, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, everyone.